Hi, this is Dan, and I'm a product manager and marketer at Viar, and I'm gonna present a quick tutorial how to use Viar360 storytelling platform. So what you see here is a home screen when you log in, and to start a story, you just click Add a Story. Give your story a title and some description. Click Next. Here you're gonna upload all your 360 content, either images or videos. So I'm just gonna show a quick demo with 3 images because the video is gonna take too long. When the video is being uploaded, it's getting copied to our server and then it's being transcoded. And images you're gonna see on the next screen are being sliced, which means the low resolution photo is gonna appear first and then the high resolution will appear after. So in the next screen you'll see the slicing progress that slices the images. This could take a while depending on the size of the images. The videos are being transcoded, which means that they're going to be streamed in different qualities. So either I think the lowest resolution is 720p, and it goes up to 4K, or depending how much your what's the quality of your original video size. Oh, I also forgot to mention that while the video transcoding is happening, once it's finished, you're gonna receive an email notification in your inbox. So just check the email address with one you sign up to the platform, and you'll see. So you don't have to have this site open and keep refreshing it. You're gonna receive an email notification. So when this progress is done, I can click Next, and I should be inside a story editor. Okay, there we are. This is a visual representation. You can play around with zoom in, zoom out, and the green frame means that this is a story starting media, which means when I preview it, this is going to be the first media I'm gonna see. So I personally like to rearrange it so I can play around a little bit better. And yeah, so let's go to the edit mode. All right. So this is where I can edit my picture or video. And just to use interactive elements, I just double click somewhere and choose one of the hotspots. So let's go through them. This creates a transition. So if I if I activate a transition point, it's going to transport me from this media file to a media file I decide. This is an HTML info file. I can put in text, embed YouTube videos, images. Basically, I can use every kind of HTML element I want. And this is what we call the POV point, so point of view. So whenever I get into this image, and let's say I want to be oriented here, I'll just double click here, set it here, and whenever I enter this media, I should be able to see this object first. Okay, let's try some images. Let's try to have a text box. Howdy tutorial. And I'll add some image in it as well. I have it saved. So this is a GIF file. So this will appear if it gets activated. Let's create a transition as well. Let's say if somebody activates this spot. Another image, and oh, something went wrong. Okay, let's try again. Transition to image, and I can choose here to make a transition, and I'll show you how to make transition in Story Editor as well. So let's say I want to go to this image, so I'll just rename it, create a transition. Okay, I'm gonna show you transition through Story Editor. So let's create a transition T to image 7. And I'm not going to decide where to make transitions here. I'm going to show you how to do it in Story Editor. So I exit out. Here you already see it's connected. So how I would do a transition inside the Story Editor would be I click here, drag and drop it to the entry point of the media, and then I click refresh. All right, and it's connected. We can test it out by clicking on preview. Okay, I can choose either browser mode or VR mode. Let's go with, so you see that I set the point of view hotspot here. So as soon as I entered this media file, I saw this object. And you can do this for every object, every media file inside your story. Okay, I can see a transition here. There's a text box. So if that gets activated, I should see, there it is, it's an image. Let's test the transition as well. You can switch to VR mode anytime you want. So this would be a VR mode. And I can transition to, let's just choose this image. Here we are. You see the lower quality appears first because of the slicing. Let's go back to panorama mode. We haven't edited this image, so I cannot go back to starting media file, but we can test the other transition as well. Okay, point of view is working. Let's transition to the other image, and this should take me to a different image. And here we are. All right. So you can mix and match. I mean, you can mix images, videos. I'm going to show you videos as well. I didn't upload them now because you have to wait for copying and transcoding part. But let's just say the last step of the workflow is sharing. I can click next or click on workflow number here. I can share my URL code. This will show you the story. Or I can grab this iframe code and put it into my website, either WordPress, raw HTML, whatever you have. And we also have social media links and email, so share it with anyone. Yeah, I owe you a video as well. So let's just go with a pre-made story. I'll go directly to the third step, so I should be able to see my story editor. Okay, it's a little more complex. Okay, this is not working. Let's try another one. Let's go to stories. Go to editor. Right. Okay. Let's connect video to this one. Refresh it. Should make a connection. Let's try edit the video. Okay, let's edit this one. Okay, so whenever I want to place a hotspot, I can stop the video, and now I have time to place my hotspots. Oh, there's one already. Oh, right. So if I want to say to go back to my starting media, so back to home. So I don't know what the starting media file name was, so I'll just leave it blank here and I'll connect to it later. These hotspots enable video loop option, which means that video is going to be looping over and over again once it's finished. And this hotspot tells you to disable autoplay. So whenever somebody comes into video media file, he or she will have to click or trigger play button to start the video. This is especially this is good for a starting media file, just because if you put this into a website, you don't want it to start playing immediately when your page loads. So it's a good idea to disable video autoplay if video is your first media in a story. Okay, I have the same functionality like before with images. I can put text box and everything else. So I'll just test it out and just make a connection from back home to starting media. So I see my hotspot here. I'm going to click it, drag it back, refresh it. Let's test if everything works. Let's go to panorama mode. Okay, I think the hotspot that takes me to the video is called video. Let's try to find it. We can test the other hotspots as well. Everything seems to be working. You can embed YouTube videos as well. Just grab a URL and put it in. This works. And this should take me to that video that we added before. So it triggers the transition. When you're in VR mode, it's gaze-based. Oh, this is the wrong transition. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see what went wrong. Okay, video. Oh, I can see it's connected through this one as well. So how to test it out is I click on it and I see where the transitions are. Okay. All right, point of view is working. This should take me to the starting media. And this should take me back. All right, kind of confused right now. Let's delete this connection. Oh, this is why it's not working. Just because it's already connected with this image, I should delete that connection and create another connection and refresh it. So now it should be working. Let's preview it. I can either click preview here or preview the whole story here. Okay. Now I expect it for this hotspot to transport me to that LA video. Okay, cool. So I see what the problem was. Great. Okay, so also the fourth step, share it via URL, iframe code, and Viar also has analytics for every story it's being made. So this is the basic analytics now. I can see the views this week. I can see where it's coming from what browser, from which platform, total views, referrals. This is going to be updated quickly. In 3 months, we're going to have the heat mapping tool. But yeah, so I hope this helps. Excited to have you try it out and let me know what you think. Write us back at support@viar360.com. So that's SUPPORT at VIAR360.com. Okay, thanks.